Today we're going to be reviewing the Shaman Predator from NECA's Predator line, Series 4, which is the one that has the improved articulation. If you watch any of my recent Predator reviews, you'll kind of know what to expect in that regard. As for the figure himself, accessory-wise, he comes with one accessory, and that is the staff he's holding, which I'm going to take out of his hands. You have to be really careful. The staff is really thin, and it will break on you pretty easily. As I found out. So let me go ahead and get it focused on here. Alright. So the staff comes in two pieces that you're supposed to slide. This piece goes into here. Yeah, mine broke really quick. So make a joke about ham hands if you want. It actually broke in two places. You can kind of see the break there. The top has a lot of string with some dangly bones. And the two wrist blades that we've seen on the other figures. That's three kind of one problems that stick out that maybe don't malform because of the packaging. So that's what you can expect there. Now, part of the reason that this thing broke so easily is, if you look at the Predator's hands, the left hand has a really very tiny hole. It's really small, and is in fact smaller than the end of the spear. If you are going to put it in this hand, you will definitely want to widen that hole. I don't know how you're going to do it. You can either use Dremel and just make it a little bit wider, do something to widen it, otherwise he will break trying to put it in, and that's bad. The other hand is a little more open, and can actually hold the spear at the points here. Again, yeah, see, that broke again. Awesome. You want to be careful and putting it in. So there's that. I'll have to re-glue that together. Yay! So definitely be very careful with the spear. It will break. As for the figure himself, we'll do the usual articulation, go into the paint and sculpt. For articulation, all these newer figures, they use the same base body, and in fact all of them use the same legs. Little minor things change, like forearms and heads and little decorations, but really other than that, they're all pretty much the same figure. So if you have one of them and you're wondering if the others are as good, well, they're about what you'd expect. So, head. Now, the others, okay, I say that and then immediately I'm going to contradict myself. The other figures had a lot of decent up and down motion. At least more than this guy does. So, this guy kind of gets gimped in that department. He's more of just a swivel and not a ball, which kind of sucks. So, you've got your swivel head. You got your ball shoulder, and again, you have nice soft plastic, so it doesn't really interfere too much with the articulation, which is nice. You got your hinge, swivel, elbow, and you can see the paint kind of is coming off there. That's to be expected, I guess. Your ball wrist for the waist. You've got, now this one does have more back and forth movement on the waist than the others do. And this is of course swivel. But I think that is going to be an individual toy feature that will definitely vary. The hips have the improved ball joints, which you may have a hard time seeing because they are black on this figure. But they do definitely offer some improved articulation, which is nice. Much more than the V-cuts we were used to seeing. No thigh cut there, thigh swivel. The knees are double jointed, and the ankle is your standard ball joint for these guys. So that's about what to expect. As for the figure himself, I like him a lot, actually. minor quibbles aside, like the accessories breaking and the hands being too small to hold them. I like the color scheme, and I just am a fan of it. So we'll go ahead and jump into it. So for the head, you see the sculpt is real nice. I think it may be... Actually, I want to say it's actually a different sculpt than the Maskless City Hunter, but I could very well be wrong there. It could just be that the paint jobs are so different that it makes it look different, which is great. I'm a fan of that. If you're going to reuse a part, make it so we can't tell. So you've got the nice little mandibles here. You can see the detail on those. The eyes are well done. No real paint slop or anything like that. You've got the shading to kind of bring out the details, the wrinkles, and then you've got the nice dark spots. He does have longer dreadlocks than most of the other figures do. Nice little clasp there. As for armor, he's got the shoulder armor here, which, as I said, is malleable. It's nice silver. It's not really too rusted or worn like the other ones are. He does have this additional kind of cloth addition to his neck, which the other ones don't have. He does have the same net as the others, which is brown instead of black. And again, this is sculpted on, and it looks like the paint job missed the sculpt. You can probably see it right there. Like right here is the actual sculpt. Right here's the paint job. You're not going to notice it unless you're really looking for it. Otherwise, it looks really good. If you actually look at it, though, it's obviously a little awry. So, small issue there. And now I'll never be able to unsee it. With the wrists, he has different forearms. He doesn't have the bomb or the wrist blades. Kind of just tattered cloth with strings. For here, in the same situation, he is supposed to have. Looks like he does have the smart disc holder, but you can't access it because it is sculpted over with a pouch. So, pretty much what to expect there. Like I said, he has the same legs, and this is actually probably the reason why you even have that smart disc there. Same armor on the legs as the others do, same knees, same lower legs. So they reuse a lot of parts, but it's enough to give individual characteristics or individual predators a nice fill. So as for price, right now they're going $17.99 at Toys R Us. You can get them from Urban Collectibles for $15. That does not include shipping, so prepare for that. Scale-wise, these are 7-inch figures, and they are big 7-inch figures. So there's how the 6-inch Iron Man compares to him, and here's how the 7-inch Isaac Clarke stands up to him. As you can see, he towers over both of them. Predators are big figures. So flaws, fragile accessories that break pretty easily, hands that are unable to hold said accessories in the manner that they should. If you can get past those, then it's a pretty good figure. Like I said, I like the colors, I like the design. I can glue my accessories back together, I guess. Something you kind of have to... shouldn't be surprised when dealing with NECA. So, there you go. Hope you enjoyed, and have a good night.